Welcome to the Global Gaming Business Podcast. We are here at G2E 2025, the second day of G2E, and my guest today is Brian Decorah, the president of the Gun Lake Casino in Michigan, and what a great property that is. I had a chance to see it last May, right after this Oasis opened, which is an enclosed pool, and what a fantastic project that was, and the whole property reflects the excellence of that project.
Yeah, thank you, Roger. You've always taken great care of me and the properties I've been at, but I've got to tell you, this one got me excited.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got a lot of calls over the years when I went home for 5 years, but when I came out and saw the amenities that we've got at Gun Lake, I got excited and jumped on right away.
Yeah, great. And it's got a pretty decent market right now, but how much do you think this is going to expand the market?
It's definitely going to expand the market.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of our business comes from the north, from Grand Rapids. That's a huge feeder market. Right. One of our battleground zones is between Firekeepers and Four Winds and Kalamazoo.
Right,
great market there. But certainly we've seen a lot.
Firekeepers. Right?
Yeah, exactly. I know Firekeepers well. 5 years, a lot of great people there, a lot of friends there still.
Sure.
But we have seen a lot of increased visitation from Detroit, Fort Wayne, Chicago, coming to see what's going on because the hotel, as far as our VIP guests there, I mean, they come out here all the time.
Right.
They compare us to Cosmo. They compare us to the best hotels out there. And with the Oasis, once this Michigan winter comes in, we got 80 degrees and 3 pools. It's going to bring a lot of excitement, a lot of out-of-towners coming in.
I can imagine. I mean, it's a little bit chilly up in Michigan and even in Chicago, so people are going to want to come and get warm for a day or two, I guess.
We can't wait.
Right.
We can't wait.
So how is it going to change your approach to your customers?
Yeah, so this is the first time that Gun Lake has opened a hotel. So
Right.
now you can pursue those guests that get that day and a half trip,
Right.
an overnight and the next morning, and we really put a heavy emphasis on getting those comp visits from those players. They don't have a lot of demand for the Oasis experience,
Right.
but our spa business keeps growing
Right.
week over week over week. So that's an unexpected gain for us because
sure.
I haven't had a lot of spa. VIPs want free play, hotels, dinners, sometimes entertainment. So to see that they want the spa as well is a nice surprise for us.
No
It's
question
helpful.
about that. So this was part of a 5-phase project, from what I understand. I followed it pretty closely down through the years, knowing HBG, the design team that put it together. Is this the final phase?
Always secrets to be held here, Roger. But no. So I think we've got some of the infrastructure plumbed out, maybe even the footings for another hotel tower.
Okay.
Once we get to that point, we're getting up to around 85% occupied for the week.
Okay.
We want to get that obviously in the 90s.
Right.
Some of our weeks a little softer, around 70. So it's going to take a little time to make sure we get that sweet spot there. But nothing else planned as far as expansion goes. But obviously we'll be doing refreshes around the property because now that we've got this beautiful hotel and Oasis and Skoda Chop House, we need other amenities to look that part as well.
Sure. What's the property look like in terms of meeting space?
Meeting space is a little limited currently. We have some meeting space downstairs, but Oasis transforms into a beautiful meeting space. We had some high-end clients come in. We seat around 500 banquet style, about 1,000 theater seating, and if it's standing room only, like for concerts, we'll do around 2,000 in there. So that's we got palm trees everywhere, Raj. We have swimming pools, 4,000 live tropical plants, and we can control the temperature in the cold winter months of Michigan.
Yeah, I could see the possibility for concerts in there that look like it would be really, really exciting to see an act in there.
Definitely, and we had DJ Pauly D from Jersey Shore come in. Everyone went crazy for him when he came in, but we also had Chris Young, country music sensation. They're the cable guy, and the room just pops when you have entertainment in there. It's a cool experience.
How's it sound? I mean, sometimes you would think it would bounce off the glass, and it sound okay?
We worried about that quite a bit. We put these sound tubes in there, inflatable air tubes, but it costs a lot of money to deploy them because you have to get lifts in, go around the pools, and almost someone rappelling off the ceiling to get those things out. But we found if we put directional speakers in there, we point in the right direction, you don't get that back slap, and it's got a premium sound. It's almost a haunting sound with how beautiful it sounds. Acoustic guitar, singers, it's great.
So are you reaching out into these further metropolitan areas like Detroit and Chicago and
We are.
I guess even in Indianapolis you can get it.
Yeah, no question about it. So we had a large group of Chaldeans come in from the Detroit market. That was set up before I got in, but they came over and they said, "Oh my gosh, we didn't even know Gun Lake existed."
Yeah, right.
And they come in, they see this hotel. We had an Oasis event for them with a band. It's a huge stage, so that expanded our reach quite a bit. So yeah, we're doing some digital stuff. We have boards and out of markets, things like that, and we have a lot of reactivation programs going as well. But we'll get them in.
Yeah. That's true. So when I visited, I did spend a couple of hours there. I went into the coffee shop and talked to the employees. I played a couple of games, and the employees seem to be really excited about this. That now they have something really quality they can present to the customers. How important is that for them?
Man, that is the most critical piece. We can build these 4 diamond properties, but if the service isn't there, it just feels like a mismatch.
Exactly, right.
I think I tell you, when it comes to this staff at Gun Lake, when you walk in as a new GM, president, CEO, whatever, you want to get a feel for how well they do.
Right.
And there's a difference between willing to do the work and taking pride in the impact they have.
Right.
This team has pride in the impact they have, whether it's serving the tribe or serving the guests. It's a pleasure working with them. They're outstanding.
Yeah, that's obviously something you have to have. And the corporate culture there, how does the tribe influence that?
Oh my gosh, the tribe is fantastic. I mean, I've had a pleasure of working with some of the best tribes in the country, and I got to tell you, the Gun Lake tribe, they really stand behind their emphasis on taking care of the team, being a responsible member of the community and serving the community that we work within. And they've been very, very supportive. If I bring something to them, there's trust there. And it's so hard to get trust from an entire board, especially in the Indian country. There's so much intertribal politics, all this stuff. It's not there. They just trust you to do what you think we need to do. It's been pretty impressive.
I understand the tribe is also trying to diversify, develop other areas of their reservation, which, outside of gaming.
Yeah, so Gun Lake Investments. I got a lot of great people over there. One of the coolest projects they're doing right now is, I don't know if you ever saw Hot and Now hamburgers. It used to be 39-cent hamburgers. You get a bag for like $4 or something like that. They bought the last physical structure of Hot Now. It's going to be right across the street from the casino at the gas station, but they've purchased a lot of land where we can build affordable housing, not just for Michigan residents, but our team members. And so we're excited about that, but they've got a lot of infrastructure in long-term planning that I get a little bit of feedback, from that standpoint, but I'm a gaming guy. I'm going to let them do what they do great, but it's fun to be a part of.
Right. So let's talk about the games that you will have there. Obviously, you got some table games. Do you have 6-5 blackjack, or is it?
Yeah. Well, so when it comes to our games, I really trust Don Snyder. He's a table games guy. He's been in Vegas. He's in Detroit. He grew up there. Came back and forth a few times, but he offers some of the best, great fun games there. And whether you're coming in for the traditional craps, roulette, black, he puts the best games out that take care of our guests.
Okay, great. And then the slot machine pool looks like they're pretty new, so trying to kind of refresh them as well.
Yeah. So when we were doing the Phase 5 development, apparently we pumped the brakes a little bit on some of our slot investments, and I think we saw it in our revenue. So once we reinvested in our Phase 5, we had 150 games that came in, and it has made an impact on the gaming floor. And we've got a couple other fun things in the works as well. But a lot of great slot product.
Great. Well, this is your first winter in Michigan. A little chilly up there for
it's going to be.
You always got the pool. So I'm anxious to hear what's going to happen this winter. And so next G2, let's get together and we'll figure out and tell me how spectacularly successful this winter was.
I'd love to do it, Roger. We're up about 20% in revenues and EBITDA year over year since I got there, and obviously that's a huge nod to what the tribe's done with the investment, things like that. But things are really looking up for Gun Lake, and it's just a fun time to be there. But we'll catch up after winter for you. Yeah.
Well, thanks for the time. I appreciate it, and good luck this winter.
Thanks, Roger. Really appreciate it. Thank you.